Akeem Drew Changing Lives. So I had this idea. I kept seeing posts on Facebook from people that were, say, from 16 up until 24s, struggling to find these opportunities. And it came to a point to where I was just like, I want to do something about it.
Get Radio Breakfast with Rich Smith.
To catch up with my next guest now. We're catching up with Akeem Drew, Changing Lives. Akeem, good morning to you.
Morning. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Well, look, a little bit about yourself. You're a Banbury entrepreneur, and Akeem Drew Changing Lives is set out to do just that with young people. Just give us an overview, because we'll dive into it in a little bit more detail. But there's so much you offer, and so much more to that. Just tell us a little bit about when it started and what it's all about.
Yeah, sure. So Akeem Drew Changing Lives. So I had this idea. I kept seeing posts on Facebook from people that were, say, from 16 up until 24s, struggling to find these opportunities. And it came to a point to where I was just like, I want to do something about it. So a bit about my background. So my background is mainly recruitment, business development. So I've been around the healthcare sector for over 10 years. So I have that experience with working with multiple clients. So what I wanted to do was to use my skills to create positive change and, to create opportunities for the younger generation. So the reason why this was launched, so I had the idea of starting a multi-industry brand where it promotes local businesses by combining all industries into one. And so, for example, since launching, I launched a clothing line, and I would like to give a big thank you to my supplier, which is T-shirt Printing UK Banbury. So with that, I also launched a record label. So for the music industry, I had no experience in the music industry, but I understood the business side. So from that, I wanted to utilize my skills and knowledge in the business side to help up and coming young artists as well. So from that, I signed my first artist, Izzy Rose, who is Bicester based, and she sings covers from 90s, 80s up until 2000s. And where I connected with Izzy was from Facebook, where she posted for looking for performing opportunities. So I reached out to Izzy and explained what I was trying to achieve through the brand. And we both connected really well. And since then, she began regular paid gigs and slowly building a good reputation through the brand as well. And it's moments like this where all that time you put into helping the younger generation makes it all worth it.
It really does. And to see that kind of that age group, and certainly that is a sort of a challenging age group. When we were sort of chatting to sort of people at the moment who are finishing their GCSEs, finishing A levels, leaving school, and all this kind of stuff. And it's a big, wide world out there, and a tough one as well. And I feel like you've sort of seen that. And we're a big local radio station and what have you here, but it feels like you've got that local passion as well, trying to make that sort of difference on that local level, and working with kind of local people you just sort of mentioned and what have you there. Is that really important for you?
Yes, it's important to me because I'm very big on, bringing community together. And I feel like small towns like Banbury, Bicester, and the little villages like Adderbury as well. And it's nice to kind of just bring all those areas together. And I find that if all businesses come together and support one another across all industries, it will then create more opportunities for the younger generation. Because, growing up myself, I worked from the bottom and worked my way up. So I want to create that positive change the younger generation coming up as well. So it's exciting times, and I've got some more announcements coming up as well. So I also want to give a special mention to my HR consultant, Joanne McKean from Face to Face HR. So myself and Joanne connected when I first had the idea of starting a brand, and from this we'll be doing a training course. So we're combining human resources and recruitment. So that way we're just demonstrating a understanding for the younger generation about both industries being combined into one, because not many people understand what human resources is, or how they can have access to human resources in any job they're in and so forth. So it's just about providing that understanding, and it's not just open to the younger generation. This course is open to all as well. So it's just finding new ways to, one, bring excitement to the town and new areas, and keep doing positive things in the area.
And does all this it must excite you? It must like fuel your fire inside. Like you mentioned with your artists who you've kind of signed and what have you, and working with these young people, it must give you the drive and the burn to kind of go, oh, this is fantastic. I'm making a difference.
Yes, and it does, because it just shows like all the time and all the late nights put into it as well. So like I'm very strict in terms of making sure everything's in place. So for example, I recently took on a photographer to help him start his own business. His name's Tommy. He's biz debate as well. So the idea behind it is combining all industries into one. So for example, I brought on as well a new client, Longford Park FC Football Club, and from that I got a photographer a shoot there, when he helped at a football tournament there over the weekend, and it worked out really well. So it's just a nice way of, one, showing who building stronger relationships, but also sharing that with other businesses as well. So to anyone that is struggling, I'm more than happy to help support, because for me there's no competing with one another. It's just about supporting one another as well.
Yeah, and that's it. And sometimes you remind me of a kind of like a facilitator. A man who knows. I know things about this, and I know things about that, and I know things about this area. And actually, once you get all those things, all those people in that same room, you kind of just, you go, actually, well, oh, you're a football club, you're looking for a photographer. Well, I know a football club, I know, and making those connections, like you say, it improves that community.
Yeah, and the main goal was, it's just making it less daunting for the younger generation as well, because I know a lot of people that say just finishing GCSEs or college, not many people may not want to go to university after they finish college. So it's about just giving that guidance. Okay, what would you like to do outside of that? Have you had ideas about starting your own business? And I can help support with that, and support, for example, making sure that they've got all the relevant insurance in place so they are covered as well, and just giving them the tools and guidance to progress in life like I have as well. So
brilliant stuff. Well, look, it's really inspirational chatting to you. And it's great that there are people like you up and around the Banbury area and doing things like that, recognizing and helping and being there. Akeem, where can we find out a little bit more information and sort of a bit deeper dive into all that you do?
Yep. So you can also check out my socials as well. So if you Google Akeem Drew Changing Lives, so it will literally come up on Google. So it will be my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok as well. And you can check out my website if anyone's interested in the clothing line or finding out more about the music industry as well. So I'm not sure if you've seen the latest announcement yesterday, but I also partnered up with the Rock Project, which is Banbury and Bicester based as well. So they are actually a school who work with people from that are 12 to under 18s. So I had an idea of a nice way of the people that I'm working with to kind of come together to, support the under 18s in terms of, what they want to do next outside of music, if they need any help within music. And that way they're still doing what they want to enjoy, but also have that mindset of they can achieve their goals. So
brilliant stuff. It sounds like you've got a million fingers in a million pies, and you're going to be helping out so many people by doing all that. Akeem, it's been great catching up with you, and keep on changing those lives, mate.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Rich. Thank you.
Absolute pleasure. Akeem Drew there, Changing Lives. Make sure you go check him out. Just search for that all online and see the amazing work that he's doing and just helping out the local community there. Love that.